French moving around, coming nowhere near Zagreb. If you notice on that bottom map down there, on the bottom left, you'll see that the French have cut right through the middle of the Prussians, going all the way up to the sea, just to the east of Denmark there. It does look like the Russians are suffering. The Prussians, sorry, are suffering now as much as the Austrians have been for some time. Bad news about allowing all this to happen is that the French troops are building up quite a lot of experience. You know, every time they have a fight, they build up chevrons, which means that they're better quality troops when I'll meet them. My troops are standing around and not gaining experience, so that is going to put me at something of a disadvantage. But I do want to be raising good quality troops anyway. Oh dear, I've lost one of my spies. Is that the one in Vienna? Let's point it there and see what happens. No, it's one that I had near Munich, so... Oh dear. Technological advances. Again, they want to give me the diamond formation. Again, I'm going to resist having the diamond formation. I don't want the diamond formation at all, really. I think it's going to be a complete waste of time for me. Okay, so instead of the diamond formation, I'm thinking about going for... I think we'll go for the top gallants for now. There. There are only 4 to get those, which means that I'll be able to use this university again fairly soon. It gives me a 10% increase in the movement rate of the ships, both on the battle and on the campaign map. So when I start to move my ships further afield to these other areas, I'm looking on the bottom left-hand map now, again to these hubs around here, maybe I'll get to them a little bit quicker and therefore a little more safely. Okay, construction report. Oh good, lots and lots of roads there completed, and that's my agent that was assassinated. So now we're on 9,800, which is about 300 increase, isn't it, or thereabouts. That's probably mainly due to the roads, I would have thought. That seems to be the only difference that I can think of between the two. Now I should have enough money there, over 10,000, to build something bigger in Moscow. Here we go, the military academy. Got the drill school. Military academy gives me more generals, more admirals if I want them. It enables the research of these things, which is quicklime, standardised artillery, modern rifles, etc. But it allows me to get some better troops as well. So we get the 17th Jaeger Regiment. They fight as sort of line as well as skirmishers. And we get the Pavlograd Hussars. And we get the Pavlovsk Grenadiers. I'm not sure if I had those before or not. And the Pavlograd Hussars, I've just said, haven't I? Let's have a look around. Yeah, okay, generally, anyway, the troops that I can raise have improved, and the recruitment capacity has increased as well. So we are allowed to now raise 3 units in Moscow at any one time. So if anybody starts to head towards Moscow, looking at the bottom left-hand map, they've got a long way to come here. It's going to take them at least 3 turns to get there. I could have 9 new, presumably very good units in there. So let's get the military academy. That's what we want. I'm going to save the rest of the money because I want this here. That's the Kremlin Armoury, +2 happiness in all your regions, nationwide effects, etc. +5 happiness all classes, so that should make everybody happy. I should be able to then industrialise more areas because people will still be happy. +20 to town wealth in the region as well, and the recruitment capacity units in training 1 as well. So it does increase the number of troops that I can raise as well in any one turn. Okay. So, that's the early August 1807. Let's fly through. Again, it does look like France are moving towards Prussia all the time, doesn't it? Putting quite a lot of pressure on Prussia there. Somebody suggested that I try and get a trade agreement with Sweden, but I can't even get them to stop fighting with me. I've offered them all kinds of technology, spent about 20 minutes fiddling about with all sorts of different offers with Sweden, and it didn't happen. So please don't think I just ignored the idea. I did go for it, but they're just not interested. I think you get a lot, well I know, you get a lot of minuses for historical problems that you've had with different countries, and of course Russia and Sweden are not good bedmates, so unfortunately those historical grievances, that's what they're called, are enough, I think, plus the fact that we're at war at the moment, and maybe that I took Finland away from them, is enough to make them not want to ever like me again, it seems. Ah, we now have another agent to replace the one that was killed, presumably. He's going to be a long, long way away from the action. Not too far away, though. That's not too bad. So let's put him back over... Oh, why isn't he moving? Right, okay, he'll get there eventually, I suppose. Unit recruited, another ship. Well, that seemed to come quicker than I expected it to, for some reason. Mind you, we are flying through the turns now. So let's get the ship down to one of these areas. If you look at the top of the flags, I don't know how clear it is when you view it on YouTube, but it looks to me as though there's like one space left there for one ship. Well, on this one here, it looks like there's space for about two, so I'll move him over to there. Now then, other than that, I want that Kremlin. Do you remember that building in Moscow that I wanted to build for the reasons that I gave? Here we go, the Kremlin. +2 happiness in all the regions, +5 happiness. Been through that recently, so that's the one that we're going to have. A very expensive building. It's going to take 12 turns to get as well. Quite a long time. And down in Odessa, I'm quite aware that we haven't upgraded the roads in here yet. Odessa's over here somewhere, isn't it? Here we are. So let's get the roads up to speed there as well. 398 left in the pot. Can't buy anything with that. Why aren't these troops, these French, coming to attack me? Let's see if they do. Those troops there that you saw, those French troops, were supporting Vienna, really. The Austrians don't seem to know what to do at all. They can't get themselves together to raise the kind of armies that are needed to attack Vienna. He is upgrading the types of places for raising soldiers, like cantonments, etc., barracks. I think he's on a drill school in there now. He may even have one. I think a drill school enables the French to have the young guard. So I'm pretty sure he'll have some young guard in there. What I don't know about the guard is if they're restricted in the same way that they are in Empire Total War. In other words, you're only allowed to have so many units of them. If that's the case, that will be really good. My worry is that landing in Moscow is going to be old guard and young guard, plus the best artillery in the world. And the best cavalry, I presume. Right, unexploited resources, yes, we know that, but we're concerned about getting our own at the moment. Ancillary gained, general, right, okay. +5 to the chance of assassination. Right. Construction report. Very good. Okay, that was that. What do they call it? Manufactory, I think it's called, or something. That we were going for as well. So over in Kiev. Now, Kiev is this area here, I hope. Oh no, that's Minsk. Now Kiev seems to be... I thought it was on the road to Moscow, to be honest, Kiev. Obviously thought I knew these areas better than I do. Kiev is one of those that I haven't done much with, so it probably needs a fair amount doing to it, to be fair. Let's find it on the region check. Do you know, and I've been doing really well as well, finding these regions recently. Smolensk, Kiev, there we go. Where is it? Oh, it is on the road to Moscow, I was right. Moscow's just over there, isn't it? Yeah, right, okay. So it's on the road, so I think it is virtually on the road to Moscow anyway. So anyway, the main thing is I need to do something about Kiev. So I'm going to build up an opera house in here. I'm thinking about maybe getting a barracks in there because I've only got a cantonment, but I'll leave that for the future. The reason why I've gone for the opera house is +2 happiness, region wealth, etc., plus recruitment capacity as well. So that all helps. So that's what we're going for in Kiev. In Moscow, like I said, I'm building up really almost from the centre really in Moscow, and gradually sort of building my economy from there. Now there is some farmland that I'm going to need to upgrade here. There it is, just to feed the population, I would think. You get minuses, by the way, for these, which I always think is a bit strange, you know, sort of getting minuses for farmland, but hey ho. Now then, over here we have a merchant's house, banking house, sorry, move on to a banking house, +200 regional wealth, +24 per turn to the wealth in the region. So in other words, 10 turns, there's 240 extra that we're going to be getting from Moscow, so that's definitely worth having as well. And then where are you? Minsk should also be, there it is, good. And just east of Minsk I think we've got some more farmland that we need to upgrade there. We keep getting these warnings about farmland, so okay, I'm going to go for them. Great estates or whatever they're called. What I don't understand is why it doesn't tell me that it improves, you know, sort of food and stuff like that. It doesn't seem to say anything about that, just -1 on happiness. +400 to regional wealth, it's got to be good though. Let's go for it.